Watch this video the entire way through. I'm going to give you guys the biggest screen window big man jump shot on both current and next gen, and the biggest screen window big man jump shot that's also fast on both games as well. So if you just click off after the first jump shot, you might miss another jumper that's straight greens for you. Before we do hop into things though, if you haven't done so already, like and subscribe. It helps me out so much, literally costs nothing and takes 5 seconds. So for the biggest green window jump shot on next gen, it's going to be base Karl Malone, release 1 Kobe Bryant, release 2 Paul George with 30-70 blending. Not gonna lie, at the beginning I kind of struggled with this jump shot. Now I'm pretty consistent with it, but it can be streaky at times, with some games me just missing everything and then other games me not missing at all. Overall, however, this jump shot, as I already said, statistically has the biggest green window, making it pretty easy to green. It is a bit on the slower side, which is why I'll also give you guys the biggest green window big man jump shot that is also fast right after this. Although it is not too slow that it's impossible for you to get it off, but it's definitely on the slower side. It is, however, very smooth and very easy to green because of its simple Q. If you guys don't know, Q pretty much tells you when to release square, so that way you can still time it correctly even if you don't have a meter. However, all these jump shots will work with or without meter. When using this jump shot, his wrist snaps pretty violently, so you're going to want to aim to release square when you see his wrist snap. In the past, I've given you guys the cue of waiting till his arm snaps on different jump shots, but for this particular jump shot, you're going to want to look solely at his wrists. Once you do see his wrist snap, you're going to want to release square, so right around here. Overall, this jump shot is very easy to green, even though it is kind of slow, and I would definitely recommend this jump shot to anyone that doesn't care about speed on next gen. And if you want to, you can also replace Malone with Davis, which is another great option. The bases are very similar. So on current gen, the #1 biggest green window jump shot for a big man is going to be set shot 7, release 1, 35% Paul George, and 65% Rudy. After discovering this base, I've been determined to find a set of upper releases that are consistent with this jump shot. And surprisingly, it's this set of uppers that I found the most success with for big men. Although I probably will continue looking for better upper releases. And if you do find something that works well, let me know in the comment section. Similarly to Malone, set shot 7 is on the slower side. It does have a massive green window, which makes it very easy to green, and it's also very smooth. This jump shot is super good for low 3-pointer builds since it gives you the biggest boost out of any jump shot. This means that as long as you're able to time your jump shot correctly, you're also going to be able to green consistently. Most other jump shots will give you way more full whites, so even if you time it 100% perfectly, it still might not go in. However, set shot 7 doesn't give nearly as many whites if you're timing it perfectly and in the middle of the green window. When using this jump shot, the ball comes up above your player's head, and then your player almost pushes the ball towards the basket. So the cue for this jump shot is going to be waiting until the ball starts getting pushed towards the basket. So I usually aim to release square right here. Overall, this jump shot is, in my opinion, the best green jump shot across both games if you don't mind the slowness of this jump shot. Moving on to the biggest green window big man jump shots that are also fast. Starting things off with the next gen jump shot, we are going to be using set shot 25, release 62, and Paul George with 40-60 blending. I remember the first time I saw this jump shot, I thought it was super weird looking. Now that I've gotten more used to this jump shot, I consider it one of the best jumpers in the entire game. I'm telling this to you to let you know that if you're struggling to green with this jump shot at first, it might take a little bit of practice to get used to, so just stick with it for a few games. This jump shot does have a smaller green window than base Karl Malone, however it is significantly faster. I tend to use this jump shot whenever I'm playing on a server that isn't mine, because set shot 25 is probably the best high delay jump shot in the entire game. Even though it isn't the smoothest jump shot of all time, it's still very easy to green because of its cue. Your player's arms kind of move up and back, and then they pause, and finally they snap towards the basket. So pretty much the cue for this jump shot is going to be waiting until you see them snap towards the basket, so I aim to release square right here. As I said, this jump shot is fast, has one of the biggest green windows in the game, and is super easy to green because of its cue. Now on current gen, a fast jump shot that also has a massive green window is going to be base 3, release 1 Kevin Durant, and release 2 Paul George, with 10% more Paul George than Kevin Durant. If you want to run this jump shot on next gen, you can, and you can also run the set shot 25 one on current gen if you want to. However, in my opinion, set shot 25 isn't as good on current gen, so we're going to be using base 3 instead. On a big man, the Kevin Durant upper release works very well. It's super smooth and very easy to green. This jump shot, of course, has a massive green window and is actually the fastest jump shot in the game. The Q for this jumper with KD and PG as upper releases is pretty much going to be kind of similar to the set shot 25 Q. You're pretty much going to want to stare at the ball, and you're going to notice that it kind of goes backwards and then starts to accelerate forwards. So pretty much once you notice that's no longer going backwards and it's starting to go forwards, you're going to want to release square. In general, I just aim to release square right here. Overall, this jump shot is super fast, super smooth, and super easy to green. And it's a super good big man jump shot that's so fun to use. In total, I gave you guys 4 of the biggest green window big man jump shots in NBA 2K22 next gen and current gen. I hope at least one of these jump shots do help you guys out. And for those of you guys that have stuck around until the end of the video, thank you guys so much. I hope you did enjoy the video, and if you did, like and subscribe so you won't miss any updated big man jump shots. There's a dribble tutorial on the screen right now. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.